Hello, hello, hello. This is Carla Michelle. I am so glad to have this time with you once again. Thank you for pushing play. It was a choice and you made it. And I'm thankful. Nothing wrong with being thankful. Want to remind you to subscribe and to share. Share it with your family, your friends, your coworkers, those who just need some encouragement. Also, don't forget to visit Amazon. There is my book there, right there. How many theres do I need? The Strong Woman's Playbook, Become Your Greatness. It is on Amazon right there. And you know what? Leave a review on that as well. 5 stars help, but I want you to be honest. So, how are you today? What's going on in your life? How was last week? How was yesterday? How's today going? I know. It has been a full month into 2021. So, and by the way, I have my windows open and I'm sitting by the window. So you're going to hear, I live off of a main street. So you're going to hear a little, hopefully you just don't hear sirens, but we'll work with that when it comes. This has been 1 month of January. In the year of 2021 is done. So I gave you the last time just some, a pep talk. Stay in there. Keep the vision. Keep your dream. Keep believing. Keep hoping. Keep going. It is not that you are immune to what faces us. It's what you do with what faces us, or what we do with what faces us. So be encouraged. Today I wanted to just go over a little bit of my routine. I know you see YouTube videos, and if you don't, they are there, that talk about morning routines, evening routines. And I do have YouTube, but I don't post. So yeah, if you go there, you'll see a couple of interesting things. But, avail yourself. My routines, they're pretty consistent. What I was going to say is they vary, but they're pretty consistent when I think about it. So my Monday through Friday routine, let's just get in it. And I wish this was a conversation we can go back and forth on, because I would love to hear what you're saying. So you'll reach out to me if you follow me on Instagram at Ms. Carla Michelle, MSCarla Michelle. DM me. I would love to hear what your routine is, or if we have anything that's similar. You can also email me, drcarlainc@gmail.com. I would love to hear what you're doing. And also email me if you're looking for a coach. Okay, enough of that. Back to my routine, Monday through Friday. So I do work. My focus is to be more focused on work type of things Tuesday through Thursday. Yes. So Mondays are the creative days and the day that I'm able to exercise longer. That's when I like to go for my longer walks or runs, and I'm not pressed. I can think, I can listen to something that encourages me. I can take notes, or I can journal just thoughts that come to me. My download happens. I look for it to happen more so. Not that I'm not looking for it to happen on other days, but looking for it to happen more so on Mondays. I love that because it refreshes me and it focuses me for the week to come. It's like a reset. Mondays, I don't necessarily make appointments. There are some times that I may do that, but I prefer not to have appointments on Monday, just to protect that time and to prep. Tuesdays through Thursday, like I said, that's when I will schedule some things and meet with people and things of such. Those are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday is Friday Eve. Friday is also a day where, the way if I set it up, if you look at it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I know you've heard me probably say this before if you listen to any of my other episodes, that's a 4-day weekend. So if I ever wanted to go out of town, It's not about moving too much off of my calendar because I already have that time pretty much set to have a 4-day weekend at my leisure. So Fridays are hit and miss because I may be a little bit more, not maybe, I am a little bit more lenient on Fridays, where I take a call or do a discovery call for coaching or meet someone for lunch or a dinner or, well, now it's kind of changed because we're shut down, but those were the things that I did, or a happy hour, different things like that, catching up. So that was my weeks, but in the mornings it's pretty consistent, and I try, and I will tell you, in the month of January, I even have a note on my calendar. It was too much AM TV. Yes, I started turning on the TV as soon as I woke up, and it wasn't even about the news. It was just having it on. It was just, I don't know what was going on in January with that TV thing. I mean, even falling asleep with it. And my sleep wasn't even as restful because of stuff. It was just, I had to note, like in my planner, there's a spot where I'm able to talk about things that I want to adjust, like things that are not working for me. And it was a skill or a habit to learn. And I don't know if it's a skill to learn to turn off your television, but it was something I needed to start implementing with. There were times I would not turn on my TV until 10 o'clock. My phone is set to not allow emails or any social media postings or me notified of anything like that until after 10. And it's been working. 2020, it's fine. But also in 2021, the first month, I am turning on the TV. Not so much since I've noted it, but I was noting that it was really not good. I think when my daughter was home, Jordan, I was quiet and I put on music, and now it's like maybe I'm using it since she's gone back to school, I'm using it as a voice or someone in the house. So, but you got to know why you do what you do. So that could be it. However, I need to get it together, and I have on and off of just putting on the music and journaling. I have about 3 notebooks I work with. I have writing prompts that I like that just ask me questions that I normally don't ask myself. I love sometimes to go ahead and use these questions I get and ask my clients because it opens up a conversation that, it's not just your normal question. And I gather information. I love to use things that work for me. So that is my morning time. I love to get up. And another thing I learned from my daughter, Jordan, which learned it from my niece, Bailey, is to get up when you're up, get dressed, do your hair, make yourself as presentable as you want to make yourself. And sometimes, I may throw on some eyelashes. Sometimes I may just not full makeup, but yeah, I'm looking decent. And do you know how many times it has saved me? Recently, there was a meeting that had fallen off my calendar, a Zoom meeting, and just so happened, well, no, not just so happened, I am so happy that these are the days where I'm getting up and getting dressed and looking presentable or looking good, and I can turn on my camera and not be like, "Oh, you caught me." It is like, I'm so glad that I did that I worked out, that I had my morning time, that I made myself presentable. So that's been saving me. And that also, when I look in the mirror, because you can walk by a mirror in your home and just be like, whoop. Well, you walk by the mirror and you go, oh, there she is, and the clothes, and if you have clothes on, I can go out where I live. My mail is on the ground floor, so I can walk down and not feel like, oh my gosh, hope nobody sees me. Thank God for masks and beanies or something I can hide myself. When I'm dressed, it doesn't matter. I'm good to go. And then where I live, there's places to stop and eat in walking distance, like literally under me. So there's I can go in there and not have to worry about looking like I just woke up and it's 3:00 in the afternoon. So that's something I love to do. Another thing I love to do is part of my routine is coffee. Lately it's been black, but I will use lion's mane, maca. I will also take some various vitamins, hydrolunic acid. Okay, I'm saying it wrong probably, but I do. They have that in capsules. So, ladies and gentlemen, usually we put that on our skin. But these are capsules that you get in, and it's supposed to help with your skin's moisture level, and actually all your skin's moisture, your whole body, as well as wrinkles or different things like that. But it's just a great thing because it's the winter and the dryness and the coldness, and that's something I wanted to try. So I've had that for about 2 weeks now, and I actually got a compliment the other day. Like, your skin looks so good. And I'm like, oh, thank you. If it works that quick, hey, I'll do it. That's not the only thing I do. My daughter, Jordan, she created an oil. It's called sunflower. And she created an oil for your skin. And I've been using that as well. And love it. In fact, I had a scar and I've been putting her oil on it. And it's healing so well. So, it's not just a one thing, but there's a couple of things I do. So getting up, getting dressed, reading, scripting as much as I can, positive affirmations. I use this app, Think Up, and you're able to record your own voice saying an affirmation. So I will put that on when I'm brushing my teeth and washing my face in the morning, while I'm getting in the shower. It just plays on repeat. It is basically probably less than a minute, but it just repeats and repeats and repeats affirmations with my voice, which I think is great because our brain is picking up me saying things to me. And I believe that it is beneficial. So get up and, that kind of morning routine. I love peanut butter, toasted bread with peanut butter, chunky peanut butter, preferably with fresh blueberries. Yes. So that's like my morning peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I may drizzle some honey on it. It just depends. With my black coffee, with all the stuff I put in it, collagen, maca, lion's mane, and then the vitamins I take. So and sea moss is my go-to. I talk about that often. And there's another vitamin I take that I love. But getting out in the day, getting out in the sun, I am in California, so I do get sun. There's more sun than not, and taking a walk to the park that's not too far from me, sitting on the bench. And one day a homeless man just had I assume he's homeless. There was a man, I shouldn't assume, talking to me, and he didn't need me because he was having a conversation all by himself, basically, until I realized he kind of was talking to me, but little things, gestures, because I would move and he would comment on my, oh, you're on your phone. I wish I had a phone. So I know he was talking at me more than to me, but recognize, okay. So I sit in the sun. And something very important, vitamin D is very, very important, especially because we've been sitting in the house for some of us for almost a year now. And it is important that we get out or get a sun lamp that will help us to beat the seasonal depression that comes on some of us. And be aware of that. You may wonder what is going on right now. Well, some can be seasonal depression. You may want to see your doctor just to make sure, or to find out what your next step could be in that. If you're really experiencing that, be mindful. It is real. It is not a joke, and it's nothing to be embarrassed by. It is something, once you embrace it, you have control over it, and that you can do something, and knowing that you can do something about it. And it's not odd. Many people experience seasonal depression. Okay. So vitamin D, then, working and coming up with ideas. I take courses. I do make courses. I have a course on Gumroad right now. It's called Communicating for Success. Go there. You can. I have another course on a vision board course that I'm doing now. I'm reading a couple of books and reviewing them of different people that I enjoy reading their stuff, or I'm learning about them, and I'm going to give reviews on them. So stuff like that helps me in my day. What helps me? I want to think spiritually. I am someone who believes in prayer, so there's definitely a part of my week, my morning, my night, whenever is necessary. I love watching something on YouTube. Church services help me. That's what I like. That helps me recharge for my body, because I do exercise. I do exercise, either running, walking, or a combination of both. I do go to the gym, an outdoor gym, and I will work out at home. I have weights here, dumbbells, yoga mat, different things that help me get a workout in. I also love to soak in the tub. I think that's wonderful. And oil my body up once I get out. Smells are important. I love smells like candles and perfumes. When I wake up and freshen up in the morning, there's times I will spray my robe with Orange Blossom by Jo Malone. It's a cologne they make, and it's very refreshing. And something about the smell of oranges wakes you up. So I like to do that as just to, hey, it's morning, regardless of what the weather is like, regardless of what the day holds, regardless of what I'm feeling. I have to help myself stay in a mood, a good mood. It's easy to dip. And not saying I never dip, because I do, but to stay there is not beneficial. So it's not that I'm going for fakeness or phoniness, but it's going by using the tools I know to use. And smell is important. The way of my place being somewhat in order, or not perfection, but somewhat in order, helps me feel like it's in order. Doing the task that I've set out to do helps my attitude, because I know I am getting things done and things are not piling up. And yes, they do pile up, but knowing that I am chopping away from it. And there's this thing I did one of the time last week. So I am now challenging myself with I don't think it's a challenge. Okay, stop it. I am doing weekly goals. I have weekly tasks and decisions that I've made to do that week. And if I do them, I have rewards lined up. So once again, in my planner, there's an option of what is this week's goal and what is your reward. So last week, I had a goal that I did not meet. You know why I did not meet it? Because I didn't look at what needed to be done. I looked at what would make me feel good to get done. Do you hear what I'm saying? I didn't look at what needed to be done. I only considered what I wanted to get done, because how it would make me feel if I got it done. So the whole week was basically a bust when it came to reaching that decision for the week. I had to get done what needed to be done, which was not my top 3 priorities. So I didn't reach my goal because I didn't put down things that really needed to happen. So that was on my bad, and it was a lesson learned. But how many of you have set out your week or your day, and you've only really put in your day to get done things that you wanted done, not the actual deadlines or what people are waiting on, or you're about to do something and you don't have your material ready, but yet, okay? So lesson learned. So that was a bust. And I wanted the reward for doing it was I have a record player and I wanted Tina Marie's album. I think it's all her like greatest hits. And so now, I have to move it to another week because I have to honor I didn't do it. So I can't just go buy it. So that's another thing I do. Weekly decisions with weekly rewards. And it is great because you know what? This week, your girl finished. She met the need. Oh, well, what did I want to say? I completed the tasks I have for this week, so I get a reward. And I think my reward, because sometimes I write them out in advance because things come to me of stuff I would want as a reward. This one is a candle. I wanted this candle from Iconic or Boy Smell. Do you guys have candles from Boy Smell or Iconic? Let me know. Leave me a message. DM me on Instagram at Miss Carla Michelle, MSCARLA MICHELLE. DM me and let me know if you've ever had a candle by Boy Smell or Iconic. So I'm interested in getting that. Actually, I need to order it because I did meet that goal for this past week. So those are the things that I do when it comes to goal setting and decision making. I talked about socially. Oh, no, I didn't. Let me talk about what I do socially, like some of my routines. One of the things I love doing that helps me probably more, well, it probably helps the other person as well. When those days when I feel very secluded, very just in my place and there's not much going on, I haven't made much interaction, is to reach out and to text someone or email someone or DM someone and let them know I'm thinking about them. Or even with my kids, we have a group chat set up and just sending them something like I love them or something to encourage them in their day and to let them know that I believe in them. That helps. So I make a call to someone, an aunt or a relative that I haven't talked to often, but they're older and you want to stay in contact with. Or I do a Zoom and actually see someone's face or FaceTime and laugh and joke. I have a dear friend that I love to laugh and joke with. And now, we've figured out, why aren't we FaceTiming? So it's just fun to laugh in person and talk. So Adrian, I appreciate you. What else do I do? Oh, this is something I found, and it should kind of go over it in my morning routine, but I don't always do it in the morning. I kind of do it whenever I feel like doing it. That is my concoction many people know about it, but it's the hot water, lemon. If I don't use lemon, I use apple cider vinegar, cayenne pepper flakes, ginger, either powder or actual ginger, honey. Is there something else? A little pepper to activate, and turmeric. So that's another one I love. And I might still have coffee later on, but that's a good one in the morning. That's also a good one throughout the day, especially when the weather is cooler. I don't mind having that. Like if I'm working on my computer, I'm just kind of chilling. That's something I love to do. What else? It's so important, I can say, with any routine that I have. It's really encouraging myself. And it's not always by what I say. It could be by what I do. So it's just sometimes how you treat people is important to even keep your spirits up. Like, how are you treating that person on customer service when you call? And you can tell you may be maybe an early morning call in, but they already sound fed up. And what helps me boost me is when I don't get irritated with them because they're irritated with the last person they talked to. So I've had some boogers, that I've had to work with, oh my gosh, it's been bad. But, I'm, hi, how are you? And they're like, oh, thank you for asking. Not too many people ask how I'm doing, so, and I'm sincerely asking how are they? Because I'm figuring it's probably not all that good when you're getting yelled at and fussed at and everybody is, on edge on different things, and they may be taking it out on the customer service rep, because where is the customer service rep going to go? But I've had customer service reps keep me on hold forever and a day when I have gotten an attitude and never come back. So lesson learned. I just be kind, and that helps my mood, because even if they're wrong and I go there with them, it just messes up the day. Then I'm telling everybody, which keeps it alive, keeps that old energy alive. And so, be nice, show kindness, be understanding. Where I am, we have maintenance crew, and there's one particular person who I think she does like the whole building. So I go and I tip her, I've tipped her a few times and just thanked her for taking care of, where I live and vacuuming and mopping outside my door. And I appreciate that. The FedEx person, tipping them and sometimes I may have something in my wallet that's bigger than a 20, and then that's when I go, oh, okay, well, that's what I'll give them. And that helps. And you don't do that to help that, but those are things that are authentic to me, because I think about, you never know what someone is needing right now. So I remain sensitive to that, for me to remain sensitive. It has to come to me. It's not somebody asking me. It's me. It comes to me. And just being authentic in that. So those help me boost my day, my moment, and just to reflect back and see just how much what goes on outside of me influences me just as much as what's going on inside of me influences what is happening in the world, or at least in my world, and helps my level of optimism and confidence and cheerfulness stay at a level that is healthy during a time like this. It is so good if you can see the benefit of having some type of routine. Another thing that I find helpful is I posted on Instagram in my stories is that I water my plants on Sundays. Sunday is the day that I water my plants. I do that because it helps me when that question arises, when's the last time I watered my plants? And I know Sunday, because that is the time I water all of my plants. So because of COVID, I've become a plant mama too. And I no regrets, because it's so great to see the growth, and it just brings life to your room. And my bedroom, I have them in the living room and the kitchen. So it's just part of something that helps me see that I can bring life to something. And that is part of my practice like it's a yoga thing, is watering my plants on Sundays to keep track. What else is my routine? Cleaning. So I want to introduce something, and maybe someone does this, but I am considering picking a day that I clean a certain room. Like Monday is the bathroom. Tuesday is something like that, the living room. Wednesday is the bedroom. Now, it doesn't mean that this stuff is not straightened up throughout the week, but that is the day where I go in and I may be dusting, or I may wipe, things down more thoroughly, and Windex, and, the whole shebang. So what do you think of that? Because I'm thinking that this helps, like, I won't just take, see, I was raised where Saturday was cleanup day. Well, I'm thinking that if I choose something once a week or something every day to clean, that I don't have to spend a whole day cleaning. Anyway, it's a thought. And I've tried it. So it kind of works. Then I forget a couple of days. But I'm thinking that might be something I want to implement to where every day of the week, minus Sunday, there's something that I'm cleaning deeply. The rest is just upkeep until that their day comes. I don't know. Love to hear your thoughts. DM me at Miss Carla Michelle or email me, drcarlainc@gmail. I love to hear what you think. That helps. Sundays, watering my plants. I can always know if I watered or didn't, because if Sunday has come or gone, I'm for sure have watered unless I am out of town. Something that has me out on a Sunday. But I know to go ahead, and I might not water as much because I know Sunday's coming. So I'll give them a little taste. And then on Sunday, I'll get back on my schedule. I know that, once again, routine. What is your routine? I know that it's helpful to have one. It's helpful to have a system that works. And then you have to ask yourself, what is no longer working? Do I need to adjust? Even to the point of what you're putting in your face, your body, the colors that you're wearing, the nail polish, the lipstick, the route you're running, the way you exercise. Is it still working for you? Is it still doing what you need it to do? And those are the questions. Just because you have a routine that you've done since the birth of water, it doesn't mean that you can't change it. It doesn't mean that you can't see what works for you now. And does it switch in the time of the day? And don't even get into a night routine, because some people's night routine, mine is wash your face, take off all the makeup, because as my daughter-in-law says, Kayla, she was told that if you sleep with your makeup on, it gives you it ages you like 7 years. So yeah, we take our makeup off. I appreciate you. I'm going to stop here, but I hope that in my routine that you find your space, a space and time for a routine in your life, or even to fine tune your routine based on what is needed in your world today. The routine you had last year may no longer serve you. So think about it. Think about what works for you now. What do you need in your life? Is there something that you can pull from what I shared? Please do. Talk this up amongst your friends, amongst your family. Find out their routines. Everybody has a routine. Now, what kind of routine? Is it beneficial? Does it help? But everybody has a routine. Everybody does something every day, regardless if they realize it or not, even down to how they brush their teeth and wash their face in the order that they do it, how they shower, what soap they use. Everybody has a routine. So check your routine and adjust and be open. All right? This is Carla Michelle, your favorite coach and consultant. I am signing off, and I am thankful for another time with you, another opportunity to touch your heart and your mind. Like always, stay strong. You got to be strategic, use your talent, remain resilient. Oh, you have to be optimistic. Understand you are necessary, and go global. If not the world, at least your world. This is Carla Michelle at drcarlainc.com, signing off.